Hall County Sports is also brought to you in part by Green Ford on Browns Bridge Road in Gainesville. Come check out the latest deals. When you go Green Ford. And also brought to you by McEver Road United Methodist Church. With 3 services every Sunday morning, Kids Town, adult education small groups, and community outreach, McEver Road UMC is dedicated to transforming the world through the gospel of Jesus Christ. Welcome to Hall County Sports, everybody. I'm your host, Gary Glenn. We got a lot of sports to cover on this show, so we're going to get right to it. First of all, we hit the wrestling mat. Now, Chestatee edged North Hall 39-35 at Chestatee last week. War Eagles P.J. White at 140, Taylor Wright at 145, Bert Castruda at 160, Ed Valeda at 189, and Aaron Anderson at 215, all won matches by pin, while J.W. Gilbert at 112, Guillermo Casas at 275 added other wins for Chestatee. For North Hall, John Anderson at 103, Raymond Salamar at 125, and Wesley Adams at 130 all pinned their opponents, as other wins for the Trojans came from Tyler Kratzer at 119, Nick Quinn at 135, Shane Doster at 152, and Cody Wilson at 171. And Wilson's actually was a technical fall in that particular win. Now then, North Hall over the weekend won their dual tournament, the Trojan War, with wins over North Gwinnett 51-24, Riverwood 43-33, and Cherokee County 54-28. Winning all 3 of their matches in that tournament were Wesley Adams, Nick Quinn, Shane Doster, Cody Wilson, Lee Sisson, and Colby McLean. And we bring to the show now the second-year coach for the Trojans, Jay Hargis. And all in all, pretty good week for you last week, Jay.
Yes, it has been. Our guys are working hard. It's getting near the end of the season, and so the guys are working on their conditioning and trying to fine-tune their technique, but it's also time for competition. And as we started off with Chestatee, it was their alumni night at their place, and we had beaten them earlier, and they wanted revenge, and unfortunately they got it that night. But we'll see Chestatee some more. And we did get a chance to wrestle some very good teams. Riverwood was at the state duels, and we beat them. And we wrestled Cherokee, which is a 5A school, and we beat them. And so we were very, very pleased with this past weekend.
And, of course, this time of the year, it's all about conditioning and mat time and all that kind of stuff, because you're not going to really learn a whole lot now. It's just, as you said, it's fine-tuning.
It's fine-tuning. We're still possibly showing a few tricks up our sleeves, but it's a lot of review. By this time, we got to really work on doing the moves a lot at practice and also having a little bit more fun now.
What has been the thing that has really pleased you about the way that the team has evolved this year?
I think they have recognized that they put in a lot of time and a lot of effort over the summer. This team really, really worked hard. And now's the payoff time, and they're seeing it. They're seeing the results, and we've placed at almost all the tournaments we've been at. We didn't place at one, and so we're just really excited about it, and the guys are working hard.
Now, I remember back in the day, and our Jimmy Giles used to wrestle for the Trojans back a long time ago. North Hall was the team to beat in Hall County, and of course that has to be the goal once again.
Oh yes, oh yes. Paul White's a good friend of mine, and he's got a lot of alumni in the area that I bump into, and some of their kids are actually wrestling for us now, and so there's definitely that desire to get that tradition going again.
Well, let's talk a little bit about that. I saw where the North Hall Middle School team claimed the county championship last month. They had 5 firsts, 5 seconds, a half dozen more in third and fourth. So, boy, is that important.
Oh, yes.
Youth stuff?
Oh, yes. Our middle school program, our junior Trojan program have both been doing really well. I got a grin every time I think about them, because those young guys have got so much excitement, and they're getting such a good base from their coaches that I look forward to it. We're going to have some good wrestle-offs in the coming years.
Now, I mentioned a bunch of names. Who has provided the leadership for you on this team, and who's got a good shot at placing the state?
Well, our difficulty is our area is so tough. If we place it at our area, we're placing it state. That's basically how it ended up last year. Wesley Adams got a good shot. He's placed at almost all his tournaments. To be honest, to say names, it's very, very difficult. Colby McLean's doing very well at 215. When guys get under him, they usually get pinned.
And Wilson had a good week last week.
Wilson very much. In fact, he gets a lot of pins for us. There's Shane Doster, Nick Quinn, freshman Tyler Kratzer, John Anderson. I'm sure I'm possibly leaving out somebody, but we've Lee Sisson at 189. So we've definitely been doing very well.
And it's all about matchups, and I know that as a coach, as an ex-coach, and just about every sport, it's all about matchups. Now, what you got coming up in the short time we got left?
We've got Pickens County, which is probably going to be about as tough as our area tournament. There's a lot of 5A powers, several teams that went to the state duels and actually were champions at the state duels. So if we can make it there at Pickens County tournament this weekend, it'll be good.
All right, and of course, on down the line, the area and the sectionals and all that stuff.
Oh,
so
yes.
a lot of wrestling left to be done. Mm-hmm. Jay, thanks for coming in.
Thank you very much.
All right, good luck to the Trojans. All right, the rest of the way, and keep us posted. Now, very quickly, wrapping up our wrestling, we mentioned Chestatee. They actually had 3 placers in the Habersham Raiders Sham Slam Valet at 189 second. Daniel Moreno and Aaron Anderson both 4th. The War Eagles 9th as a team. We're back to hit the hardwood when we come back.
Hi folks, I'm Butch Miller for Milton Martin Honda in Gainesville, home of the Milton Martin Honda Advantage, announcing the It's Happening Now sales event. There's never been a better time to buy an award-winning, fuel-efficient Honda than right now. Every new Honda has been specially priced for this event, with finance rates as low as 1.9%. But you've got to hurry. The It's Happening Now sales event ends January 31st. And remember folks, if you think you get a better deal on a better car at Milton Martin Honda in Gainesville, you got that right.
Does your business or home office have limited space? Let Office Pros experts show you how to turn small, cluttered areas into highly organized, efficient workspaces with cubicles, completely planned and installed at surprisingly low prices. Office Pros experts will come to your location and help you plan the perfect office without the clutter. For companies downsizing, cubicles can double the capacity of existing 10 by 12 offices by installing just 2 cubicles. Call today for a free consultation. Let Office Pros put your business on the path to success.
Are you struggling to get where you really want to be in life? Then get on the fast track to success at Lanier Technical College with 5 campuses, day, evening, and online classes, and many tuition fees paid for by the Hope Grant. There's no better way to get where you really want to be. Now more than ever, high-paying employers are looking for highly trained individuals with hands-on technical training. So stop struggling and get moving. Lanier Technical College. Get ready. Go!
We are back. I'm Gary Glenn. Hall County Sports is the show, and we go to the hardwood. First up for our segment right now. In our games of the week for the next few airings, Chestatee swept Gilmer. After beating North Hall earlier in the week, the Lady War Eagles won their 10th straight, 54-37 over the Lady Bobcats of Gilmer. Our player of the game, Peyton Robertson, had a double-double, 16 points and 10 rebounds. Preston Smith and Lamar Brooks had 16 each for the boys as Chestatee won over the Gilmer male Bobcats 63-52. Our player of the game for that one was Jackson Chandler with 15 points and a strong game on the floor with rebounds, assists, etc. Brantley Beck had 10 in the game. You can see in its entirety next week, starting at 6 o'clock next Thursday night. Chestatee's girls made it 11 straight with their 54-50 victory over Pace Academy. Robertson scored 29. Chelsea Wilson, Melissa Bailey both had 8 points and 7 rebounds apiece. That streak came to an end when the number 6 rated Lady Eagles ran into the number 3 rated Pickens Lady Dragons at Chestatee. They lost, but not by much. 41-38 was the final. Robertson got in some foul trouble and finished with 10 points and 4 rebounds. Wilson led the Lady Eagles with 14 points. And after the game last Monday, Chestatee coach Webb Daniel talked with our Jimmy Giles.
Pickens came in, number 3 in the state. They played well tonight. They held Peyton to 10 points tonight and did a good job. We came out, we shot the ball well, I thought, in the early periods, but I think we had some false hope there. We didn't work to get the ball inside. I thought we had opportunities to get the ball inside to Peyton, but when Peyton got in a little foul trouble, then we kind of got stagnant on offense. But no, we only scored 10 points the second half, and we're a better team than that offensively. Defense, I thought we did fine. We played well enough defensively to win the ball game, but we gotta be able to score more points on offense. I told him, that I think sometimes losing can be a great thing. Like I told him, I made a lot of mistakes tonight, coaching-wise. I told him that, I took the blame tonight. I didn't do a great job coaching. I almost tried to overcoach the team. But I was like, but they know they didn't play up to their standards. So we haven't practiced in so long, really. All these games back to back. So I think we need that practice time. We haven't been doing a lot of conditioning. I think we got tired tonight. Just from these makeup games and playing, we played Friday, Saturday, Monday, got to play tomorrow, so we won't get a chance to practice again to Wednesday, and they're gonna be tired on Wednesday. So you got Thursday to practice, then one day of practice, then you got Friday again. So all these games back to back is, almost hurt our practice time for us to get better. Well, right now we're still in the driver's seat. We're on 6-1. We're tied with Creekview right now, but we beat Creekview, so we're pretty much, we can probably win the sub-region. If we just keep playing the way we're playing right now. Our goal is to get into the state tournament, and then from that point, you just play. Anything goes once you get into the state tournament. But the hardest thing to do is to get into the state tournament.
By the way, the Chestatee boys also lost that night. The final was 59-47. Chandler had 14. Well, earlier this season, it was North Hall dominating Lanierland basketball, boys and girls. Flowery Branch won the Hall County wrestling duels. Branch also just won the overall title at the Hall County Swimming Championships last weekend at the Francis Meadows Center, after the Riverside boys had taken the male side of that competition. Our Mark Eggers reports.
It's the latter part of January. Skies are gray. The thermometer optimistically claims 42 degrees, and a cold rain is predicted to begin falling later. Swimming would probably be the furthest thing from the minds of most people, but to 121 Hall County high schoolers, swimming is the focus of their day. You see, today is the Hall County High School Swimming Championship, and Hall County Sports TV was on hand at the new Francis Meadows Aquatic Center to witness all the aqueous activity. In attendance were teams from North Hall, Chestatee, Gainesville, Flowery Branch, West Hall, and Riverside Military Academy. Planned were 24 events ranging in length from 50 yards to 500 yards, encompassing such strokes as the butterfly, the backstroke, the breaststroke, and freestyle. Included were events for men, events for women, and team medley races. 3 hours later, when the last swimmer's wake had subsided, medals were awarded to the top 3 competitors in each event, as well as team trophies for the top men's team and top women's team. Flowery Branch High School brought 42 competitors to the event, almost 35% of the entire field, and took home the Women's Championship trophy as well as the Combined Gender Overall trophy. Riverside Military Academy and their exclusively all-male student body narrowly won the men's side of the competition. Sarah Schwanke of Chestatee High School might be shy in front of our cameras, but her swimming spoke volumes.
All right, we're with Sarah Schwanke. She's a senior at Chestatee. Sarah's been with us before because, quite frankly, she's good. How many events were you entered in today's championship?
4.
And how many did you win?
4.
Oh my goodness. Hey, what's next now? You're going on to the state meet, right?
Yeah.
How do your times compare against some of the other competitors? There's some big schools there. How do you think you're going to do? Are you among the top swimmers that are going down to Westminster?
Yeah.
Have you won a state championship before?
Yeah.
Are you running out of room for trophies? Well, good luck. A tremendous showing today, Sarah. Thanks for your time. Good luck.
Shortly after picking up the men's championship trophy, Coach Mark Paglia of Riverside shared his thoughts.
Hey everybody, we're with Mark Paglia, the head coach at Riverside Military Academy. His boys' swim team has just won the Hall County Championships. Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you, sir. It's a real honor to do this today.
Now it's on to state.
Yes, sir. Out of the state, and I have 2 relays qualified, and then I have an individual that has 2 individual events.
Could you remind our viewers when and where that state meet's going to be?
It is February 13th at Westminster High School in Atlanta.
Now, you were telling me earlier that you're having to compete against some really bigger schools, the 4A schools, even though you're now a 1A school. How do you think you guys are going to do? How do your times compare to some of the bigger schools?
We're going to have our hands full. It's going to be a tough, but it's just an honor to be at the meet and be able to compete at that level with the 4A schools and the 3A schools. But our guys are swimming really hard and they worked hard, and we just have to do the best we can.
Well, you've been there before. You've done that. Your experience counts. We just want to wish you best of luck, and we look forward to you bringing home some hard work. Thank you, Coach. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, back to you, Gary. Reporting for Hall County Sports TV, this is Mark Eggers.
Oh, by the way, on the girls' side, it was Flowery Branch number 1. Chestatee and North Hall actually tied for 2nd, and Gainesville finished in 4th place. For the boys, Riverside won it, Flowery Branch 2nd, Chestatee 3rd, Gainesville 4th, and North Hall 5th. And it was Flowery Branch edging out Chestatee for the combined team scores. For more details, you can check out Jeff Hart's story on accessnorthgeorgia.com. We check in with the iron workers when Hall County Sports continues.
Open hearts, open minds, open doors. Let's consider that church is a menu of adventure. Let's consider that open is a verb instead of a noun, a word of action. What if church was less about Sunday and more about the other days of the week? Opening hearts, opening minds, opening doors. What if church wasn't just a place we go, but something we do?
I want to be part of a church where everybody feels that they have a role to play and a place to be and are welcomed. That there's something for everyone.
What if church wasn't just a building, but doors opening up a different experience that whoever knocks might find a journey to call their own?
We have people that come in t-shirts and blue jeans and flip-flops, and we do have our older generation that comes in ties and suits, and we want everybody to feel comfortable.
You know God is there because of the people that are there, and you want to enjoy that same feeling of fullness and freedom.
Let's rethink church. Then Sunday could be a day of reflection on all that we had accomplished Monday through Saturday. Then together, we can open hearts, open minds, and open doors.
My name is Lloyd Smith.
I'm Renee Barnett.
My name's Alan Cudd.
My name's Don Cooper.
My name is Mike Stewart, and I attend McKever Road United Methodist Church, the church on the hill here in Oakwood, Georgia. We'd love for you to come join us.
This message has been brought to you by the people of the McKever Road United Methodist Church. Gary Cole, pastor.
Well, the Georgia Iron Dogs, a powerlifting team based here in Northeast Georgia, began 2010 the way they ended 2009 with a win. The Iron Dogs are the defending American Powerlifting Committee National Champions, are riding an unbeaten streak stretching back all the way through 2009. Now, this past Saturday, they withstood a strong challenge from the Elite Lifters team out of Gray, Georgia, and took the team title at the Iron Dog Record Breakers Bench Press Classic at the Moose Lodge over in Bogart. Along the way, they picked up several individual titles. Gainesville's Tim T. Moon had the heaviest bench of the day at 287.5 kilograms. That's almost 634 pounds. In the Masters men's 45-49-year-old equipped 125 kilogram class, that's a little better than 275, almost 276 as far as the weight class is concerned. Moon narrowly missed 295 kilograms. That's over 650 pounds on a fourth attempt when he had a slight dip in his press motion, also hit the rack. Meanwhile, Bernal strength coach and assistant softball coach Gary Hatfield, also of Gainesville, took the Masters men 90 kilogram weight class. That's a 50-54-year-old class with his press of 212.5 kilograms. That's over 468 pounds. Claremont's 23-year-old Renee Holquin lifted and won in the junior raw 90 kilogram class, finished with a fourth lift of 175 kilograms. That's almost 386 pounds. All three men set national records in their class, and both Moon's and Hatfield's lifts would have broken the existing World United Amateur Powerlifting world records in their classes if the meet had been a national competition rather than a local meet.
All right, Gary, a record-setting day and another team trophy for the Iron Dogs. Tell me about your day.
Much better day than I expected. Didn't expect to go 3 for 3 or get a record today. Just wanted to better what I've been doing, and I got that on the last 2 attempts.
Absolutely. And plus, another trophy for the Iron Dogs, huh?
Yeah, seems like it's getting
All right, hand it over to Tim in the middle there. All right, Tim, all-time heaviest bench of the day, all-time PR. Now, were you expecting that?
No, I wasn't expecting that. That's the most I've ever held in my hand. 633 was that's real heavy. But praise God, He's given me strength, and hopefully I can use it just to, glorify Him with it. And tried 650, pushed it up, but I hit the rack coming up, so I know it didn't count, but that felt good, and I really had a really good day.
It's got to be encouraging too to keep going up. Now, when you first started, felt you were lucky to get 400, and all of a sudden now it's 450, and then it's 500, and now 600.
Yeah, I mean 650 is real attainable, I believe. I mean, like I say, I pushed it up, but a little bit crooked, hit the rack. But yeah, I think I can keep on going.
All right, give it to Renee over there. Renee, you haven't been doing this very long, but you keep getting good results out of this. Tell me about your day today.
Oh, well, thank you. Well, I was aiming for 375. That was my goal, and I got that and did 385. Pretty happy with that. And our team as a whole won, so, I feel proud of being an Iron Dog.
Yeah, and today was pretty tough. I mean, those other guys from Gray, they were pretty good today. Put a challenge on you.
Yeah, I mean, I love competition, you know. It makes me push, you know, keep pushing for higher records and, you know, just trying to, you know, come up number one, you know. And, you know, it gives me motivation to train harder, you know, so.
In other lifting on the day, Clarksville's Joey Murphy wound up with the men's best lifter trophy when he won the Masters men's 44-year-old 125-kilogram equipped class with his lift of 285 kg. That's over 628 pounds. Other national records were set in various raw classes by the Iron Dogs. Alex Castro of Turnerville took the 16-17-year-old 82.5 kilogram. That's about 182 pounds for the weight class. He had a lift of 85 kilograms. That's over 187 pounds. Jefferson's Chris Lauer won in the 18-19-year-old 125 kg class with his lift of 182.5 kg. That's over 402 pounds. While Commerce's Cleve Tatum won in the open 140-plus class. That's over 308 pounds. He benched 245 kilograms. That's over 540 pounds. Dahloneg's Eric Head fell shy of his own record in the open 60 kilogram. That's a little over 132 pounds in the weight class. But he still took home first place, another first place plaque, had a lift of 145 kilograms. That's almost 320 pounds. By the way, for Brenau softball, Gary Hatfield says they open February 6th at a tournament in Savannah. We wrap it up for this week after the break.
Hi folks, I'm Butch Miller for Milton Martin Honda in Gainesville, home of the Milton Martin Honda Advantage, announcing the It's Happening Now sales event. There's never been a better time to buy an award-winning, fuel-efficient Honda than right now. Every new Honda has been specially priced for this event, with finance rates as low as 1.9%. But you've got to hurry. The It's Happening Now sales event ends January 31st. And remember folks, if you think you can get a better deal on a better car at Milton Martin Honda in Gainesville, you got that right.
Team Office Pros is slam-dunking prices on brand-name closeout furniture. You'll find top-quality furniture from our best-selling manufacturers. Brands like Coaster Furniture with chairs starting at $50 and tables starting at $79.95. We have Global chairs starting at $49.95. Items from McCourt Children's Furniture as low as $29.95. Martin Furniture Kathy Ireland Collection starting at just $249.95. And Hooker Furniture starting at just $199.95. Stop into Office Pros and get your slam-dunk savings today.
Are you struggling to get where you really want to be in life? Then get on the fast track to success at Lanier Technical College with 5 campuses, day, evening, and online classes, and many tuition fees paid for by the Hope Grant. There's no better way to get where you really want to be. Now more than ever, high-paying employers are looking for highly trained individuals with hands-on technical training. So stop struggling and get moving. Lanier Technical College. Get ready. Go!
We begin our wrap-up with some basketball from last week. North Hall's 10th-rated boys won their 11th straight game, 68-49 at Pickens. Trevor Ross led them with 15. Pickens girls had opened the night with a 62-45 win over the North Hall girls. Mary Kate Rushton had 15 in the loss. Now, the Trojan boys' streak ended when East Hall beat them 59-56. J.C. Hampton had 15, Charles Perry 12 for the Vikings. Chase Siphon had 19 for the Trojans. Lady Trojans did get back on the winning side, 43-40 over Gilmer. Taylor Swazowski hit a 3 with 25 seconds left for the lead in the eventual win. Mary Kate Rushton scoring 14 to lead North Hall. Lady Trojans then fell 45-34 to Chestatee as the streaking Lady War Eagles won their 9th straight on that night and earned a number 6 ranking in the PrepCountry.com poll. Peyton Robertson with 10 rebounds to go along with her 8 points in the win. Melissa Bailey led the scoring with 11. Swazowski led North Hall with 9 points. East Hall also beat the North Hall girls last week, 56-50. Derica Faulkner and Jasmine Jenkins had 14 each for East Hall, while McKenna Rushton grabbed 6 rebounds to go along with her game-high 23 for North Hall. Viking girls earlier had beaten Flowery Branch 46-39. Morgan Jackson led the scoring with 11 points and 7 rebounds for the Lady Vikes. Viking boys won over the Falcons 56-42. Perry with 13 points and 6 assists for the Branch. Ishmael Hollis with a double-double with 14 points and 12 rebounds. Before that, the Branch boys had snapped a 3-game skid with a 41-31 victory over West Forsyth. Hollis racked up another double-double, 14 points and 13 rebounds. Kevin Kanka had a career-high 11 points, while the Lady Falcons lost a 51-48 heartbreaker when the Lady Wolverines' Kelsey Turchie bombed a game-winning 3-pointer at the buzzer. For the Branch, Jessica Harper scored 14 points. Kara Chilton scored 12. Branch boys ended the week with a loss to Class 5A Central Gwinnett, 86-68. Hollis led the Falcons with 26 points. Branch girls won 55-49 on that night. Now, Johnson's boys won at Lambert, 83-74. Balanced scoring again from the seniors. The key for the Knights. Trey Dudley scored a game-high 22. Grant Cagle contributed 19 points. Chris Henry made 3 3-pointers on his way to 17 points. Lady Knights lost a low-scoring affair, 31-20 to the Lady Longhorns. Johnson's Caitlin Sloan scored a game-high 17, with the other 3 coming from Paige Vaughn. Also last week, Gainesville swept Johnson 47-14 girls, 64-58 boys. Jamie Carnes led the Lady Elephants with 16 points and 5 rebounds. GHS boys kept things going their way with a dunk fest, which got a little hot at the end. A.J. Johnson, part of the dunking, finished with 11 points and 14 rebounds. Quan Holcomb led the Elephants scoring with 16. Johnson's Chris Henry led all scoring with 17. Elephants then fell to Class A Wesleyan 53-36 and 76-69. But it was easier to do than you might expect. That's because the Wesleyan girls are ranked number 1 and their boys number 5 in their single-A class. Carnes had 13 points, 5 rebounds, 5 blocks. Blake Sims with 25 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 steals for the Gainesville boys. West Hall's girls lost a heartbreaker to Lambert 36-35. Bailey Susie with 15 for the Lady Spartans. West Hall boys prevailed in the nightcap 70-52. Jarquez Stevens with 23. Lakeview's boys went back to 500 with a 64-43 win at Athens Academy. Austin Pearson scoring 16 points to lead the Lions, who went to 7-7 and 7-1 in Region 8 Single A. Athens Academy's girls won at 43-31. Louisa Jacobs scored 14 points to lead the Lady Lions. Prince Avenue girls dropped the Lakeview girls in overtime, 42-36. Jamie Nixon tallied 13 as the Lady Lions failed to score in the OT. Lakeview's boys earned the split with a 50-41 win. Daniel Olvera had 17 for the Lions. Lakeview then swept Tallulah Falls, 53-19 girls, 73-25 boys. Maddie Haymore had 19 for the Lady Lions, and Austin Pearson had 14 for the boys. Riverside also beat Banks County last week, 46-42. Richard Tribble scored 18 points to lead the Eagles. Riverside also got by Union County, 46-39. Tribble with 26 for the Eagles on that night. North Georgia's Christians boys went to 18-1 on the season when they won 2 last week and 1 this past Monday. They beat Horizon Christian Academy 64-60. Clay Cox scoring 14 points to lead the Chargers. NGC then beat White Creek by 10, 49-39, Cox with 11 more. And on Monday, Heritage fell to the Chargers 72-39. Nathan Wright and Zach Penley with 14. In college basketball, Ashley Hagans led 4 Brenau players in double figures as the Tigers picked up a crucial SSAC victory over Emmanuel 71-59. Hagans dropped in 21 points to go with 8 rebounds. Paige Cooper went 7 out of 10 from the field to finish with 14. Tori Collins had 13 points, hitting 3 out of 4 threes and dished out 6 assists. Meg Henson also hit 3 threes to go with 6 rebounds and 6 assists. Then the senior sharpshooter Hagans out of Snellville scored 26 points and reached 1,000 points in her 2-year career at Brenau to lead the Tigers to an 80-68 win over Reinhardt. Brenau, at that point, 13-6 on the year. Hagans got plenty of help as senior Vicki Wilson broke out of a shooting slump, hitting 4 threes and finishing with 17 points to go with 7 rebounds. Paige Cooper recorded a double-double, 14 points and 12 boards. Meg Henson had 12 points. All right, now time to name our athletes of the week. For the males, North Hall wrestler Cody Wilsden, unbeaten last week. He had 3 pins and a technical fall, not a bad week. And for our female athlete of the week, well, we're going to go with Brenau's Ashley Hagans, who reached 1,000 points in only 2 years with the Golden Tigers. That's pretty hot. All right, some other quick notes before we leave. Gainesville football is going to be looking for a new offensive coordinator, and the track boys are going to need a new head coach. That's because Todd Wofford has accepted the head football coaching job at Central Gwinnett. Over the holiday break, Flowery Branch's punter Will Monday competed in the ESPN Underclassmen Challenge in Orlando. This was an invitation-only kicking showcase with the top 10 punters in the country. He finished second by 1 point. Gainesville's Sloan Strickland has signed on to continue his baseball career. Sloan will go on to the diamond with Georgia Perimeter College in Decatur after this season. Meanwhile, Gainesville pole vaulter Paul Marcus continues his indoor winning ways. At the Knoxville Classic over this past weekend, he went 16 feet and 1/4 inch. Paul, now the number 2 rated vaulter in all of the country for his age group. And Lake Lanier fishing guide Shane Watson got a big honor not long ago. He's now in the Freshwater Fishing Hall of Fame as a legendary guide for his dedication and contributions to the freshwater sport fishing industry. Congratulations to Shane. And darn it, we're out of time. And I plan on doing it this week, but you got to tune in next week as we name our picks here at Hall County Sports Television for the athletes, teams, and coaches of this past fall season. Maybe a surprise or two. Join us next week right here for more Hall County Sports.